Hello, my name is David McAtee. I am the Public Information Officer for Yavapai County. I'm here with Judge Krista Carman and Judge Debra Phelan, and this is one of our 2 new courtrooms that's being built in the Justice Center here in Prescott. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
These seem like very nice facilities. This is going to be your courtroom, correct?
This is mine.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? What are we looking at here?
Well, you are looking at a courtroom. In this courtroom, we are both full-time criminal felony divisions. So in here will be mostly trials, and they will be all felonies, anywhere from an aggravated DUI, sex crimes, up to murder, everything that is a felony offense. And we will be doing trials in here every single week. So around this room, you'll see there's a gallery for people to sit and watch. And obviously we have counsel tables here. We'll also have a jury box for the jury to be, and then the judge and staff are behind us. And in the back, which is a new treat for me, is that we have a room for victims to be able to participate and watch if they don't want to be actually in the room with the defendant. And we don't have that currently in the downtown courthouse. So.
Is that where you are now, downtown?
Yes.
All right. And so tell me about, you said criminal cases, but what else does the courtrooms do? I mean, you said something about a reach out program earlier.
So there is a reach out program that starts really upon arrest, and that's a partnership with the jail. I believe it was a program of the sheriff's, and we are a partner with him. And what that really does to benefit the courts is upon arrest, inmates are screened for substance abuse disorders and mental health disorders. And then it is known what services that they need, and they can be provided in the jail. What that does is it shortens their jail stay, and it allows them to perhaps be released early to treatment of some sort. Or if they are eventually sentenced, it also allows the court to know that they can go straight into treatment or to a different mental health facility upon their release.
You mentioned mental health.
Yes.
We actually have something right here on site, so we're going to head out that direction and we're going to take a look at it real quick.
All right, okay.
This is the hallway that connects the 2 courtrooms, as there are some other things that we're going to talk about here. But if we look out the window here, this is what we're calling the Connection Center. So can you tell us a little bit about the services that will be offered there?
Yes, so the Connection Center is very exciting. It's kind of a newer model, and we're one of the forefront counties in having a Connection Center. What it allows is for services to be right here on the campus with the Justice Center. So that'll be mental health facilities, including people who are not competent for trial or maybe need a mental health hold in a civil situation, as well as probation and other things that are needed. So it's kind of a warm handoff from the initial appearance in court, or it could be all the way up to sentencing, and they can just walk across the sidewalk and get the services that they need.
And this isn't necessarily unique to Yavapai County, but we are leading the way.
We are leading, and it is newer and more unique. I'm sure we're not the first, but we are leading a leading county in our state.
Right. So let's head over to your courtroom, but along the way, we have several little rooms here. Can you tell me what these rooms are for?
Yes, these rooms are designed to be attorney-client visitation rooms. So when an attorney has a client in custody and the attorney needs to meet with that client, they're able to come here and do it through that windowed screen so that there's safety on both sides, but the attorney can have those discussions with their client and hopefully get some meaningful work done so they're ready to come to the courtroom and have a meaningful hearing.
All right, great. So let's head on into it. So this courtroom is set up a little bit different.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how it's different?
Sure. This courtroom is a little more narrow because it is designed to be the early disposition court, handle more of the short hearings. So things like initial appearances, arraignments, early disposition court, which is a court designed to resolve cases early in the criminal process. And this courtroom could also be used for bail eligibility hearings where someone in custody believes that they should have a modification of their bond that's been set. The court needs to hold a hearing on that. So this courtroom is designed more for those short in and out kind of hearings. And as you can see on the side, there's a holding area for the inmates who are in custody, so they can come into the courtroom after having met with their attorneys and be seen by the judge and then go back into custody pretty seamlessly.
So it seems like a lot of this is set up for security, but also to make the process quick and easy. What benefit does that have?
Well, anytime we can build efficiency in the process, it's beneficial for everyone. It's savings to the taxpayers, it's beneficial to the parties involved. So the more we can get that efficiency in the early part of the process, that will just continue through the rest of that court process. This courtroom is also going to be set up for jury trials, so if we need to use it for jury trials, it has that capability. So it's really a multifunctional courtroom. Other benefits to both of these courtrooms and just this facility is, like Judge Carman mentioned, that victim observation area. Right now, Judge Carman and I are in the downtown courthouse. It's an old courthouse. It's a beautiful courthouse, but it wasn't designed for maybe some of the purposes we're using it now. So currently, if Judge Carman or I have a trial for someone that's in custody, they have to be brought from Camp Verde over, even if it's for a 15-minute hearing and they want to be present, they have the right to be there.
Yeah.
So they're brought an hour from the jail. They are unloaded outside. They go in through the public hallways. There's one elevator, and the deputies take them up to our courtrooms. Then they come through the public hallways. Victims can be waiting there. There's no separate victim waiting area. Members of the public can be out there. So it's just a safety risk. It's a concern for our safety, for the public safety, and for the deputies and the inmate safety. Here in this building, the inmates are housed here. They'll be brought up in the back areas where the public is not. They'll be brought into the courtrooms where the public is not. Victims are able to watch and not, if they choose not to be in the courtroom, they can at least be in the courthouse and just separated by those walls that give them that little sense of, a little control over how they want to participate in the process and a little more anonymity if that's what they would like to have. So that's a great benefit, I think, to having these facilities as opposed to some of the things that we have to do right now downtown.
Well, they seem like great facilities, and it seems like you guys are pretty excited about this. Does this look something you're looking forward to?
Yes.
Very much,
Definitely.
yes.
So what else will happen in this building? There are several offices downstairs. What will happen down there?
This is a full functioning courthouse, so it really whatever you could do at the downtown courthouse or the courthouse in Camp Verde, you can do here. There's a clerk's office. You can file paperwork. People can pay their fines downstairs. There's also an office for the adult probation department, as well as the public defender's office and the prosecutor's office downstairs. So really anything that you could do in any other courthouse, you'll be able to do here.
Yeah, that sounds great. Is there anything else you guys like to add before we close this up?
I would just love to talk a little bit about some of the benefits to the community of having this facility here. Like I mentioned earlier, the jail is right now an hour's drive from Prescott Valley, Chino. And with a lot of our criminal cases originating here and the arrests originating here, right now an officer for one of those tri-city area agencies, or if you're on the western part of Yavapai County as a sheriff's deputy, if you arrest someone, you have to take them to Camp Verde. And so that's an hour drive, process them there, and then drive back. So it's at least 3 hours of officer time that we will no longer have to lose them off the streets. They'll be able to come here and handle the business that they need to and get back out into their communities, which is a huge benefit to the public. It's a cost savings to the taxpayers. And one of the other great benefits, I think, with this connection center that we've envisioned is if someone in the community is having a mental health issue, they don't necessarily need to be in the jail. Right now, there's not a lot of options, but for the connection center now, the officers can take them there instead of bringing them into the jail. So
Or
they
the
can,
hospital.
true, or the hospital there. So those citizens can get the help that they need. The taxpayers then aren't shifting that cost to housing people in the jail that don't necessarily need to be. We try really hard, and I know the sheriffs with their screening and the outreach program, they try really hard to only have people in the jail that need to be in the jail, either because they won't show up for court or because they pose a risk to the community. And by having everything here, we've eliminated a lot of those transportation safety issues, those costs, and it just allows for efficiency for people, for victims, for citizens that want to come observe court, or for families of defendants who want to come see their family members or participate in the court process. It's just nice to have everything here.
And this will be open to the public. People
will.
can come up and watch and see what's going on.
Absolutely. We
Yes.
always encourage the public to come and see what we're doing. We're proud of what we do and we want them to be here.
Yes.
Well, thank you both very much. I appreciate your time today, and I'm sure we'll be getting back together once it's officially done and you guys
Yes.
are moved in. So thank
Great.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.